Al, it's time to hold some student council stuff.
Yeah,
Elections. That's the word I was looking for.
that is definitely the
Not
word you were looking
just
for. Stuff.
stuff, as you know. Oh, man. Yes, we got elections to figure out because our new school needs to figure out who the student council president and all the other positions need to be,
But mostly president.
but mostly president. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Jared and Al Watch Love Live Superstar.
Mhm.
I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc Al and Ladium.
Hello.
This is episode number 7, where we are talking about season 1 of episode number 7. There we go. Tongue twistered myself. Called Battle the Student Council President Elections, which take like 10 minutes of this episode.
Yep.
In and out. On
Max
with life.
spooked me.
He spooked you.
He jumped down. Anyway,
How rude.
yeah, there's like 10 minutes of the school elections and then chonk and drama.
Chonk drama.
No, not chonk drama. Chonk and drama.
What if there was some chunk drama?
I mean, there's technically some chonk drama.
That'd be pretty funny. So yeah, I believe we begin this episode, or like around the beginning of this episode, we see Ren going around and putting up school student council president election notices of, hey, we're gonna hold an election.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do that. Also, she has a flashback to playing with a little chunker.
Little chonker.
Little chunker doggo.
Oh, he's so cute. He's so chunky.
Oh, it's so good.
He's a little floppy boy. He's so chunky. He's a little
chonker.
little chubster.
Oh, what a good dude. And also her mom's there, but it's like they glare out her eyes because we can't see them. It's too violent, too sensory, too lewd.
And she's
like,
just talking, but we can't hear anything.
Yeah, it's like High School of the Dead all over again.
Yeah.
Just random balls of light coming out from anywhere to hide some stuff. So yeah, we get that, and then we go to the next morning where Chisato shows up to see Kanan and Cuckoo, and she's like, look at me, look at my new outfit. And they're like, hey, why are you in that outfit? What's going on? She's in the general curriculum uniform now. She's like, yeah, I transferred.
Yep.
So I could be school idol with y'all.
Yep.
They're like, all right, cool, I guess. Anyways, we're going to have to tell everyone that you're in our class now. Yay.
Yay.
Which is weird because, like, how would they know that she's in their class specifically? Because, like, they mentioned later in the episode, they're like, oh, the general curriculum has, like, a ton of students.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, it seems bizarre that, like, she couldn't be a school idol even though she was in the other curriculum. And I mentioned it to you while we were watching the episode. I was like, she makes some extreme choices just out of nowhere.
Well, maybe it was like maybe it was a case of like she couldn't juggle both.
Yeah.
So she's going to devote her time to this instead of the other, so she can't be in the music program if she's doing school idol stuff.
So that makes sense, but like
they don't really explain it well.
They don't.
Because she just kind of explains it like, oh, I was just going to withdraw and come back in and see what that happens. And the director was like, yeah, just do this. And I was like, all right, cool, that's easier.
It's so insane.
And that was the explanation.
Because last time, she was going to like withdraw and move overseas and all this. And she's like, yeah, I was going to withdraw and like change to this curriculum. And it's like, why do you
She's just a very dramatic gal.
She's very dramatic. Very dramatic.
Very dramatic. They go into like the lobby of the school, and the other girls show up and they're like, whoa, why is Chisato with this outfit? Also, Kanan, look, elections. And they just go back and forth on that, and Kanan's just like, this is too much. They head to
people are talking to me at once.
They head to the classroom, and basically Chisato's just like getting to be the popular kid because everyone's like, ooh, new student, ooh, shiny. And then Cuckoo runs up to Kanan's like, look, I made a sash. It's got your name on it. Kanan's like, why'd you write it in hiragana? She's like, well, that's just the thing you do in elections. Duh. You're going to be the next president. We're going to make you run. And Kanan's like, no. I'm out of here.
Zoom.
And she just runs away. Tries to hide in the club room, and Cuckoo and Chisato try and coerce her out. well, just kind of like, here, look at the sash. It's cool, right? Kuku's like, get out of there. It's basically how it goes. And then basically Kanan's like, I don't want to do it. And then Sumire shows up like, I guess it's my time to shine.
And Cuckoo's reasoning is that she wants to protect school idols because she's afraid that if Ren gets to be the president, that school idols will be shut down.
Yes. So Sumire is going to step up to the plate here to do it because she wants to be in the spotlight and take over the school. And Kanan's like, please do this. I will gladly let you do this.
I'll support you.
So they that's what they go with, and they basically have to figure out the campaign strategy, which they do not understand how to do it. Ren puts up a poster because she's also running, because of course.
And it's just like her generic character, like
I'll do work for both the music and general programs. And Sumire counters that with, if I say I'll do it, I'll do it. And then also buys everyone takoyaki, but then the director's like, you can't do this. You cannot buy votes like this. While eating the takoyaki, yes.
Yep.
He's like, rum, 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 rum. So we get the results back, and Ren just obliterates her, and Sumire loses by negative votes because she was penalized for doing the takoyaki stunt.
Which we were both like, how'd she get negative? But they explain it because thank you.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Sumire is very sad.
I mean, understandable.
Yeah. And everyone else, and Cuckoo's very sad as well because he's like, oh no, we're going to lose our school idol stuff. No. Kan's like, I'll go talk to her about why she hates school idols. Ren goes to the director's office and is like, hey, could you tell me about the next year's applicants? Because I'm the student council president. Also, my mom founded the school.
I deserve this.
We don't know if she gets the answer or not. And then Kanan's like outside waiting for her, and she goes to talk to her like, hey, why do you hate school idols? And Ren's just like, no reason.
Also, here's some milk.
I got some milk, yeah. All right, I'm out of here. Bye. See you later.
Yeah, she just walks off and it's like, all right.
Good talk.
Thanks.
We go to the next day where Ren gives her first speech as student council president. She's like, hey, I'm the student council president, and we're going to do the school festival, and it's going to be headlined by the music program. All right, later.
She like bit her lip at one point and was like about to cry, and then it's like, no, I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, she's like, oh, yeah, the music is going to headline. Everybody's like, wait a minute.
The general program students are unhappy about it. They are already making a petition, essentially. And then Sumire walks in and is like, I know what we need to do. A recall.
A recall.
We know she's lying now, so we'll have to vote her out. And then you can vote for me. But then everyone's like, why would you vote for Kanan? Because Cuckoo's like, vote for Kanan instead. And Kanan's like, I don't want to do this. No. And then basically they decide, hey, we need to tail Ren and see what she's up to because she seems very shady. So we need to figure out what's up with her.
Also, so, Pat comes into the play here.
Well, yes, in a little bit. Three of them are just like walking or like hanging around like the front gate, and then Cuckoo just shows up in camouflage. But camouflage, I mean, she just puts some like trees wrapped around her head, and it's holding amazing. two branches. So they tail her for a bit, and basically are just like waiting to figure out where she's going. And then they're like, all right, we need to get someone up close and see if she'll be able to spot us because she almost spotted us. So they dress Sumire up, and she gets into a poop hat, and then the kid's like, poop. Sumire's like, no, it's not poop. She gets close to Ren and basically is like freaking out, and Ren's like, I don't know who this is. Why is this person freaking out? I'm gonna keep walking. And then they end up at her house, which is a big mansion, and it has her name on the nameplate. They're like, hey, what's this place?
I love to like, oh man, she went into this building, and then they see the nameplate, they're like, oh,
it's her house.
Guess she lives here.
They're basically trying to figure out if they ring the doorbell to go in or not, but like apparently it gets picked up on the microphone, I guess.
Yep.
And like someone's like, hey, who's this? And they're like, oh, we're students from Yugi-Aoka. Hey, help us. I'm like, all right, cool, come in. We're here to see Ren. The maid gives them some tea or whatnot. They hang out in this little big room. They're just very nervous. Or Kanan's very nervous. Like, oh no, what are we going to do? She's going to come in and hate us. And Sumire's like, yeah, she's probably going to come in and yell at us. And Cuckoo's like, I don't know, it'll be fine. Look, there's a dog here. It is a big chunker.
Big chunker.
So Cuckoo goes over and pets the dog because they're like, is this dog dead? Is it taxidermied? It's like, no, it's warm. And Sumeri's like, oh, yes, it's very warm. You can hear something thumping inside of it. And then the dog wakes up and is like,
Bork, bork.
and chases them out. And they keep running into rooms like, where is anyone? Why isn't anyone here?
Someone help us.
And this whole time, Kanan has a ball. And then eventually Cuckoo runs out of stamina and she's about to get chewed up by the big chonker. And then Kanan throws the ball. And the dog's like, ball?
Bork,
ball?
bork.
Ball? I gotta go get this ball?
Time to play fetch.
They eventually like head downstairs and go into this room where there's a yearbook or a photo album or some sort where it's like a bunch of students from an old version of the school.
Yep.
They're like, that's weird.
It looks like the school, but it's an old picture.
It's an old picture of the school. And then they also see like a graduation type photo.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, that's weird as well.
Hmm.
And then they hear some mysterious voices. Which is Ren talking to her maid and her being like, here, I need to pay you. Please, I gotta pay you. We don't have money left. This is all I can pay you. The maid's like, no, I want to work here. I'll work for free. And Ren's like, no, I can't do that. I can't make you work for free. That's probably a law.
I'm out of
Can't do
money.
that. I don't have money. Oh no. And then the dog shows up.
Bork,
like,
bork.
Ooh, look, here's Chibi.
I was so
He's like,
happy when we
hello,
learned
I'm
this dog's
Chibi.
name.
Bork, bork. And then he gets a little sniff of the girls and who are peeking out the door. He's like, "Arr!" They're like, what's he barking at? And they look over and the dog just like runs over and starts licking Kanan. And Ren's like, why are you guys here? Kanan's
What
like,
did you
what do you mean
hear?
you're out of money? What's going on? What's happening? Kanan's like, and Ren's like, yeah, I have no money. Also, school might get shut down. Anyways, let's go right to the credits.
My mom is dead. My late mother.
Mom's dead parkour.
Mom's dead parkour. And she's like, yeah, I have to keep the legacy that my mom left me alive with the school, but I have no money. It's like, what?
Rip.
What is happening? What is his explanation for trying to save the school? And you even asked, you're like, why would they even start it up again if they don't have the money to operate?
Like the only thing it makes sense because it's like a private school is that they're doing like on a trial basis.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, if we can get the school running for a year, get applicants, then we'll just continue going. But if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. Who cares? But like even then, it's still very weird because it's supposed to be this like prestigious academy.
Right.
So like, why would it be running for a year?
And how is this girl feeding herself?
She had money, but she was giving the last of it to her maid.
So how is she gonna feed herself now?
Look, she's gonna cross that bridge when it comes to it. She'll just eat at the cafeteria.
I mean, I told you when we were watching, I was like, she has a giant house. She could just sell the house and then live.
No, it's tied to her memories. She can't do that.
Live in an apartment with Chibi
Her mother lived there.
and actually eat.
Nah, who needs to eat when you have a big house?
And Chibi.
And Chibi.
What a good name for that dog.
It's pretty good.
Chonker.
Yeah. So that was the thing.
It just seems kind of. Maybe they'll explain it better in the next episode, but at this point, I'm like, that seems kind of contrived.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Like, it's definitely the kind of thing is like, oh, we need to fit this in because that's a Love Life trope now.
Yeah.
But also, you don't really need to fit it in if you don't need to.
Nope. So we'll see. Like I said, maybe they'll explain it better next episode. But at this point, I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Sure. So, yeah.
Highlight of the episode: chonk,
Chonk!
chonk,
That is true, and that's for true.
chonk, chonk.
So, yeah, let's talk about some notes and trivia.
Okay.
I want to make mention of the maid,
Mm-hmm.
who is voiced by Kana Hanazawa, who also was Mayuri in Steins Gate. So I hope she just goes Tuturu at some point.
Nice. And she like straight up is like in English one's like sit, stay. I was like, whoa.
Chibi's like, all right, I will do these things.
Yep, I can do.
I will
these.
sit and stay.
I am trained.
I am a dog.
Bork, bork.
Bork, 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 bork. Oh.
Oh. Any more notes?
Oh yeah, there's also plenty more notes.
Oh.
NHKE broadcast exclusive end card this week is of Ren.
What?
This episode marks the first appearance of Hana Hazuki and her maid Saya. This episode also confirms that Hana has been passed away prior to the anime's events, which leaves her entire household to a debt, with Ren giving all for the sake of the school's reputation. Or giving her all for the sake of the school's reputation.
Okay.
Callbacks to previous Love Live series. Due to the events of the second half of the story, the episode also marks the return of the school closing down concept since the original Love Live School Idol Project anime and Love Live Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Sumire dons a disguise complete with a soft serve-like hat similarly used by Nico, and Nico attacks, complete with a young boy calling her Poop.
Poop.
Continuity notes. After being mentioned by the chairwoman and Ren, Hana Hazuki eventually appears, albeit in a flashback and in a photo of her younger years. And then continuity errors, apparently. I guess this actually kind of makes sense. In spite of the noises caused by Chibi chasing the four girls, Ren did not notice this until Chibi pounced and licked them when the girls peek onto her, giving finances to her maid.
How big is this dang house?
It's apparently very big. I mean, they did show it from the outside, and it looked very big.
Yeah, it's just funny that she can't hear any of that. Bork, bork. Maybe Chibi's just always loud.
He's a little chunker.
So she's like, oh man, Chibi's just a chunk. And so he's just, playing
Chonking.
Around.
Just chonking.
Chunk on a chunk.
Yep.
I
like this comment on the Wikia, which says, they just can't keep that tradition away, do they?
I mean, that's kind of how it feels.
Mm-hmm. True, and that's for true. So I guess we'll get more Ren's story next week when we talk about season 1, episode number 8, which is called Connected Feelings.
There's a key.
There's a key. A key's going to open a door.
Cool.
We also did forget to mention that there was a flash or a weird side thing where Cuckoo imagined that they were going to be secret school idols.
Oh, right. That was so funny.
In like mob outfits.
Yeah, it was great. Like
she had to like knock on the doors 4 times, and the password was Kuka.
Yep. Kuka.
Very good.
And Chisato was just like sitting there in her like bouncer outfit, basically.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my
so
god,
good.
This is genius.
Oh man.
That was really good.
And also, for whatever reason, when Funimation put this episode up, they just put a thumbnail of Kanata from Nijigasaki.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Which
what that's
very
about.
Confusing.
Very confusing.
It's like, why are you here? What's going on? Are we going to get sleepy times?
Is this going to be Nishi when we boot it up?
I was very worried about that.
Same.
I wonder if it's been updated or not. Someone was like, hey, this is the wrong girl.
Yeah. Wrong series, actually.
Nope, that's still Kanata. So maybe that's fixed by the time you were hearing this. But yeah, that was a weird little goof.
Yep.
But yeah, we will, like I said, probably learn a little bit more about Ren and the plights of the school and everything next time. Figure all that stuff out, I should say.
Out.
But for now, if you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonalanimecheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. You can also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Anime Checkup, and you can buy our books, One Shining Moment, A Critical Analysis of Love Live Sunshine, and Hot Tubs and Pac-Man on Amazon.com.
Mm-hmm.
So join us next time as we see Ren pull off some Mom's Dead parkour.
Yes. Chonk.